Hi, I'm Cory Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach, and today we're going to be looking at the 2026 Entegra Coach Vision XL. Now, before we get started, a lot of times the question is, what floor plan is this? Maybe you like the slide layout on the outside, maybe you like the storage. When we're on the inside, you're in love with the floor plan. This is the 36C Vision XL, made by Entegra Coach. So it's a great floor plan. It's done very well for us since releasing it. And just want to do a walkthrough of this unit, let you know what makes a Vision XL for model year 2026. Now, first of all, everything we build here at Entegra Coach, we put an Easy Drive system on it. This Vision XL has an Easy Drive Elite system. I am super excited about this for this year simply because we have made some incredible enhancements to the driving of this coach for model year 2026. What did we do? We added a Safety Plus steering stabilizer. So with that, I will tell you our trim levels here at Entegra Coach. We have a Vision XL, and an emblem. Last model year, we were putting a Bilstein steering stabilizer on all three of those models, all three of those series. Now, this model year, we made a separation between our Vision and Vision XL. The Vision still has the Bilstein steering stabilizer, but for this model year on our Vision XL, we've added the Safety Plus. Why do I love the Safety Plus? Simply because not only does it take the play out of the steering wheel like the Bilstein does, but it goes one step further. If I'm driving this coach, which I have driven this coach, I turn a corner and normally you're taking your hands and you're turning the steering wheel, and then after I turn the corner, what do? I take my hand and I bring my steering wheel back. That's the safe way of doing it. But if I would take my hands off of the steering wheel, that steering wheel on its own would return to center. What does that matter? It is significantly less driving fatigue. And so our goal here at Entegra Coach is to be the quietest riding, best handling coach at each price point. So when we've added this Safety Plus steering stabilizer, it really took the drive and handling of this coach to the next level. I love this steering stabilizer. If you're in the market and you are shopping at this price point, get in our coach, get in our competitors. I can tell you that not only because of the steering stabilizer, but because of the other Easy Drive Elite components, you will notice a big difference. If you wonder what those other components are, go to our website, visit Vision XL's page, and we will have a list of the features and benefits of that Easy Drive Elite system. I just don't want to go through them now for the sake of time. The Vision XL also has our hallmark 120-inch diagonal front windshield. It's the largest in the industry. Why does that matter? A couple reasons. One, it's a safety thing. As we wrap our windshield around, there's very little distortion in this glass, so we're able to move our A-pillars back and also make them narrower. So your blind spot has been reduced there. Also, if you look at our windshield, how low it goes compared to the competition, I've reduced a blind spot in front of me as I'm driving. And why does that matter? Simply because you know what happens at campsites. Kids are running across the road, they're kicking balls, they're riding bikes. You need to be safe as you're driving these. This is a great responsibility. Not so much a privilege, a responsibility. I sound like a parent right now, don't I? But this windshield helps you handle this responsibility and reduce those visible blind spots. Now, the second thing this large windshield does for us is it gives us a high definition experience going down the road. I can be sitting back in the sofa or at the dinette. As I'm heading towards the Grand Canyon, whoever's driving, I have a great view at everything coming at me. And I love that about this windshield. It's not only safe, but gives me that high definition experience. As we come back to coach, you will notice that we do have metal slam latch on our baggage doors, and then also our baggage compartments are all rotocast. I love the rotocast compartments because they're easy to wash out, easy to clean. If I'm going hiking, I can put muddy shoes in there, wash them out at a later time. Very, very convenient. And then also you notice that as I open this, a light popped on. That is a motion activated light. You will notice the Entegra 2+3 warranty. It's the best in the industry, folks. Every other gas Class A on the market today is simply a 1-year limited warranty. Entegra gives you 2 years of warranty when everybody else is giving you one. Why do we do that? Because we value your investment. We want you to know that we stand behind what we build. And we also believe that we build a quality coach, and so we're willing to double what everybody else does just to give you that peace of mind and have confidence that we build a great coach. 3-year structural, what is that? Well, the structure is your walls, your roof, your floor, your slide outs, end walls, and walls as well. So the way we build those is we will lay all the components onto a table, put adhesive in between each layer, send it into a vacuum press, 144 tons of pressure for 16 to 18 minutes, and then slide it out, and it will be laminated together. Some of our competition is still using pinch rolling. Pinch rolling is 2 calibrated rollers that you slide the materials through, and momentarily it presses them together, and then they call that good for their lamination. We use the superior vacuum bonding method, and so we have a lot of confidence in our structure. You get a 3-year structural warranty with us. Now, as these walls are being laminated, we will take a window cutout and we will stick it into our delaminator, and it will actually tear the wall apart, not ripping it in half, but separating it. So our goal as it delaminates is to see component shred. We want to see fiberglass shred. We want to see the interior wall shred. If it was a clean separation, we know it was a poor lamination process, and we would scrap the whole wall. Now here at Entegra Coach, we have our own lamination facility here on campus. It is temperature controlled, humidity controlled, so year round we are getting the exact same lamination. Doesn't matter if it's winter, it's cold, it's dry, or if it's summer and it's hot and humid, we are getting a solid lamination year round. So you can definitely have confidence that we have checks and balances in our construction process all through the whole process, from the time this chassis comes in to the time this unit rolls off the production line. And then as it comes off the production line, we have our own PDI facility. So the PDI facility is a separate department from our production team. So all of these units will go through a pre-delivery inspection, pre-delivery meaning pre-delivery to the dealership. And then at that point, if there's any red tape on this unit, production's pay gets dinged. And so production's doing the best they can to build the best coach they can with minimal red tape. And PDI, it's weird, it's a weird balance. They get paid off of red tape. And so we've got 2 different departments that really help keep everybody honest in the system. Going back to this window, what I love about these windows on this Vision XL, I don't know if you can see it from your angle, but those night shades on the inside of this coach, they are foil lined on the back. And so as a result, you will get a lot less heat coming in from the outside of the coach through your windows, because that foil lining is going to reflect a lot of heat, and then also just the UV rays in general. So when you get inside, you'll notice that these square windows, there's an incredible look to them. We trim them out. There's integrated day and night shades, so it does feel very residential how we trim them. You don't have the roller blind clanking around. We'll talk more about that when we get inside. This coach is on the Ford F53 chassis. This is a 24,000 pound chassis. Now I point that out because Ford, they build a 16,000 pound chassis, 18, 20,500 pound, 22, and 24. Ford, they will option on a 20,500 pound chassis, the 22-inch wheels on that. So the key thing to note is you could be buying a smaller chassis with the large wheels like this unit has on it, and you could think it's the same, but honestly they're not. We are building on a 24 simply because we want you to have the most cargo carrying capacity as possible. Also, anytime you get close to that GVW and weighing your coach down, it's not going to handle as great. And remember, our goal is quietest riding, best handling, so we are building on larger chassis more times than not than what our competitors are. So 24,000 pound chassis, wanted to point that out. You'll notice that we do have a full wall slide here on this 36C. What I love about this is we have an awning over the door, and then also almost a full length awning on this side. Now, something I do want to point out on our slides, we are using a Power Gear slide system. The Power Gear slide system is a robust, heavy-duty slide system. Some of our competitors are using a lesser quality, not quality, I should say lesser duty slide system. They are maxing the parameters of their slide system, and anytime you max the parameters, you will oftentimes have premature failure of that component. Now, we are using the Power Gear as I mentioned. We're using Power Gear on all of our Vision XL slides unless it's a small bedroom slide. At that point, we are using a Schwintek slide system, but at the same time, we are well within the parameters that Schwintek suggests, and so we are using the most appropriate slide systems for all of our slides. So as we come back to Coach, inside of here, you will see that there is a 40-inch television, not only a 40-inch smart television, but JBL premium audio speakers. Those JBL premium audio speakers customers love because when we first started installing televisions, honestly, we did it because of peer pressure and not because our peers were, but because our potential customers were appalled that we would not have an outdoor television. Now, if you're one of those who says, why would I want an outdoor television? Honestly, I'm on your team. But at the same time, we have an outdoor television if you want to go tailgating, if you want to watch a race on Saturday as you're camping, and then your premium JBL audio speakers to be able to give you the audio experience you want here on the outside. As we keep coming down, you will notice that the last stop on this side is the hot water heater. This is a tankless hot water heater. It's 60,000 BTUs. So last model year we were using the 10-gallon gas electric hot water heater. It's a great hot water heater system. It's tried and true. I love it. I love using it. A lot of feedback we got from customers. They wanted to see a tankless hot water system. So on our Vision XLs for model year 2026, we did add this 60,000 BTU tankless hot water system. Now, this same tankless hot water heater has been used on our campus for about 1.5 years, so it is vetted, it is tested, and we have full confidence in this, or we wouldn't be installing it. As we wrap around to the back of the Coach, you will see we do have a rear cap on this Coach. Now, this rear cap is partially for aesthetics, but then partially for sound insulation as well. So we still have our rear wall on this Coach. This cap just slides over it to give you that extra thermal insulation, but then sound insulation as well. Brake lights on both sides. We have a center brake light as well. Your reverse lights, 5,000-pound hitch on this unit. A rear overhead backup camera, and then also on your sides you have side cameras as well, and those will be displayed in your 10.2-inch Sony radio on the dash. So your side cameras and your rear backup camera will be displayed on that. The great thing about this rear backup camera partnered with that Sony head unit is that driving down the road, if you want to leave that rear camera on, you can go into the apps and just push rear camera and it'll stay on the whole time. We do have a ladder for you to be able to get up, check out the seals on this full one-sheet fiberglass roof. What I love about this roof is it is a crowned roof. Your edges are radius and it's crowned in the center. Great water runoff, solid one sheet, fully walkable. On the roof also, there's 2 air conditioners. We do have a 15,000 BTU with a heat pump and then a 13.5 in the rear. There's a Winegard 2.0 Connect on the roof, 200 watts of solar, skylight, vent, etc. So get up there regularly and check your seals just to make sure that everything is adhered still. If there's any cracks in your seals or starting to peel up, go ahead and fix that. The best most cost-effective preventative maintenance you can do. So it's been a look at the campsite, the rear of the Coach. Let's go around the off-campsite now. So what's on the off-camp side of this 36C Vision XL? First of all, I want to tell you that all storage and component placement is dependent upon the floor plan. So just because you see something on this Coach doesn't mean our 34G or our other floor plans will have the exact same layout. So just want to prep you on that. 30,000 BTU furnace in the rear of the Coach. Overhead, you'll notice a nice rotocast storage compartment here. Definitely adequate size to be able to put boots in, boxes of food, anything you'd like. This conveniently says gray water holding tank, black holding tank. So that's where I'm dumping it. Coming back further, this is where I am plugging in my 50 amp cord. Great thing about this is in model year 2025, we started doing detachable 50 amp cords, just simply so you don't have to wrestle the big snake trying to get it back in. Detach it, coil it up, stick it back into that compartment, and it's very convenient. So left that open because here in the studio, obviously we do have it plugged in. We have our wet bay. Wet bay is great, very intuitively labeled, so you're going to be able to see exactly what direction you need to turn those diverter valves, whether you're doing a city city fixture to where you're not filling your tank, or a city fill to where you are filling your tanks, winterizing, etc., but clearly labeled. And then rotocast storage down below, but then also your whole house water filter is in this bay on the 36C. Continuing back, we do have another rotocast compartment. This one is not a pass-through. Now this floor plan, the 36C, is a bath and a half. So because of that, we do have two outlets, dump areas for both our gray tanks and our black tanks. So just a heads up, on this floor plan, you do have that. Another 30,000 BTU furnace, another rotocast storage compartment on very adequately sized. Coming back, another one. This one is a pass-through, so you have plenty of room inside of there to be able to store your tables, your skis, your fishing poles. A 5,500 watt generator inside of our Vision XL. It's a 50 amp coach, and gasoline, it will generally have a 5,500 watt. This one happens to be fuel injected, so it is compliant with California. Coming back to the next one, another small storage area for you to be able to put your odds and ends and knickknacks in. So it's been a quick look at the off-camp side. Let's go inside, check out the 36C. So inside the 36C Vision XL, folks, there's a lot to love about this motorhome. First of all, let me show you behind me. We do have accent lighting on the dash. As I mentioned, the 10.2 inch Sony infotainment. What I love about that, as I already mentioned on the outside, I can hit my camera button and it'll show me what is on the rear of my coach, either for as I'm traveling and I'm just curious who's behind me, or I want to watch my tow vehicle. Also, what I love about this is the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can use it by plugging in your USB, or you can use it wirelessly. Why do I love the wireless? Because obviously you're untethered at that point. You can use anything you want. You can hold the phone, you can move it around. You could even come back here and sit on the theater seats or the sofa and mess around on your phone while projecting your CarPlay or Android Auto on that screen. So great feature. These front seats do swivel, so they become part of your living area. That's one of the great things about a gas Class A, is that as they swivel, they do become part of the conversation. So, and it doesn't feel like you're in a cave like sometimes a Class C can, but rather it feels very comfortable, the same height as all these other ones, so you are a part of the conversation. Overhead, a front overhead bunk, rated at 750 pounds. Now understand, this is an option. This is not standard. Crazy thing is we don't not option this often. So probably 99.5% of our builds always have this front overhead bunk. Why do folks love that? Because you can use it for storage if you'd like to. Also, it just helps in the resale aspect of it. You never know when you're going to have an extra traveler come along, or potentially the next owner of this coach is going to have times where the grandkids or friends and family is going to come along. It's just great for the coach as a whole. Even if you don't plan on using it, I would suggest probably ordering it in with that, just simply because it's pretty much how all Class A gas motorhomes are built this day and age. As I mentioned, on the outside, the premium JBL audio experience. We do have it on both sides of this overhead bunk, so driver, passenger going down the road, they do get clear audio, whether they're listening to their navigation communication or just the music of their choice, being able to play that and hear it very well. In the front, we do have a slide out computer tray. That way, going down the road, and let's say you are using that WineGuard 2.0 Connect with that 4G LTE hotspot paid feature, you can be doing your computer work. There's a 120 volt outlet with USB ports there as well. So you are able to truly function going down the road. Now this coach does have an inverter on it. Want to give you that heads up. The inverter is going to power these theater seats over here. So these theater seats, oftentimes at a dealer's lot, you may want to toy around with these and you push the buttons and they don't work, but definitely understand your inverter has to be turned on to use these theater seats. So cup holders, USB chargers in them, and then behind me we have a fireplace. For this model year 2026, we actually moved this fireplace up. Last model year in our 34G and this 36C, the fireplace was down low. And we had the proper clearances that were needed, so there were no safety issues or concerns. We just felt like in moving it up this model year, it's more visible for everybody to see. As it was down below, these folks over here couldn't see, but that dinette could, your front seats could. Moving it up, everybody can see the fireplace and have the ambiance. You still have your cabinet overhead, as well as we've added cabinets, doors, and shelves down below. So we have added more storage in this coach for this model year. Also new for this model year is we have changed our wallboard color. So now it's a lighter color. It's white with some light gray cross hatching in it. We also changed our cabinet door profiles. So it's more of a shaker style. And then also our fascias have changed for this model year as well. And finally, the floor has changed. So a lot has changed inside of this coach for this model year. Just want to point that out to you. Coming over to the dinette area, we still have our Entegra exclusive legless dinette. I love this because there's no knee knocker down below. I can slide over against the wall and sit comfortably. Also, you'll notice the JBL Aura sound bar. That sound bar, you can utilize the Bluetooth feature. Your TV is currently hooked up to it. So there's also inside zone, outside zone, or inside and outside zone. So there's a lot you're able to use, perform with this Aura soundbar. Overhead, we do have a TV on the televator. It's a 50-inch smart TV, hidden by the solid surface countertop there. As I mentioned, inside of this coach, I do feel like it definitely has a very clean look with this style window. So this style window has the integrated night shade and day shade, and then also we frame it out with wood. And then also what I love about these windows is you get a lot more ventilation. So this push rod is how it goes out. You can see there's a tab right there. So you've got about 8 inches of ventilation once that window is propped open. So you do get the air movement. Forward facing child tethers, and then also a seat belt in every seating position with Entegra Coach. So this 36C, you could travel with and seat belt 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people. This is a party bus. So 10 people, you can go anywhere. Everybody has a seat belt, very safe. I just wanted to point that out for you. Coming back, we have a solid surface countertop with a farmhouse style sink. This does have sink covers, full bank of drawers down below. Those are very nice for all of your utensils. Down below the kitchen sink, shelving on one side, and then an appropriate place on the other side for your trash can. Residential size microwave. Residential size microwave is key simply because you can put a whole casserole in there and warm it up, and it will do the whole casserole at one time. You don't have to partition it out and only warm up certain things at a time. Combo 3-burner cooktop with a oven down below. This does run off of propane. Obviously this microwave will run off of either your generator or your shore power when you're plugged in at the campsite. So you have definitely some cooking versatility here. If we come over to this side, my left side, your right, we do have a nice pantry area with storage, and then housed right in the center is our Firefly whole house control. Firefly system we have been using for years. You can download an app to your phone, and on that app you can control everything inside of your coach while you're sitting out at the fire. So it is Bluetooth connected, so obviously you have to be within a certain range, but it is nice because if it's dark outside and Junior needs to use the restroom, you can turn on certain lights to get him to this point, use the restroom, comes outside, shut all the lights off, and conserve the energy. As I mentioned, this 36C is a bath and a half. Here we have our half bath, and then on the opposite wall from your lav sink you do have storage, or it can be optioned with a stackable washer dryer. So with Entegra Coach, if you wonder, can this floor plan have a washer dryer, the dead giveaway is the louvered doors. If it's single height of louver doors, it's a combo washer dryer. If it's dual height, it's a stackable washer dryer. So that's kind of an insider trader secret with Entegra Coach. That's how you know. Very large reefer, 21 cubic foot residential refrigerator with ice and water in the door. Folks, this is more than enough room for you to hit your local grocery store, fill it up for a good week and a half's worth of food, and that way you're not having to constantly pack up camp and go shopping. So coming further back, I keep saying coming further back because, guys, this is a big coach. We do have a king-size bed, full bank of overhead cabinets, nice usable nightstands on each side with wireless charging, and then also USB. These will pop up, and as they pop up, there is a little USB port if you'd rather do USB than wireless. And I say usable nightstands because there are doors that open and you can store small things within those nightstands. Coming to the foot of the bed, 32-inch smart TV, nice storage behind. I would put probably your blankets and other soft goods back in there simply because the lip on this is not very tall, and then also you're relying on the TV to hold everything in place. So definitely be wise in what you're putting in there. And then super nice storage on both sides as far as hanging clothing goes. We are storing our front overhead collapsible ladder for the front bunk in this side, and then base cabinet drawers down below. Also at the foot of the bed, what is better than waking up in the morning and being able to see the sunrise or potentially what's going on outside? Foot of the bed, there is an opening window and then day-night shades so that you can be able to just lay in bed and look out your window at that point. Coming back into the bathroom, the full bath I should say, because remember this is a bath and a half. We do have the Suburban tankless hot water heater controller in here, overhead bath light and fan controller on my one side, nice towel rack, opening window back here for ventilation, but then also your day-night shade involved, and just an abundant amount of storage inside of this coach. Your medicine cabinet, storage off to your right and then down below, and then you also notice a very nice sized shower with the overhead skylight so that you're able to, if you're taller, I can stand in this shower standing straight up and washing my hair in this shower. So this has been a complete walkthrough of the Vision XL 36C made by Entegra Coach. I want to thank you for taking time watching this video today. Get down to your local dealership, check this unit out. If you don't know who your local dealer is, go to our website, integracoach.com. We do have a dealer locator. It'll be able to tell you who stocks the Vision XL closest to you. Call them, ask them if they have this floor plan in stock. If you're in love with this, if you're not in love with this floor plan, check out the 31UL, the 34G, or other floor plans we have, and get on there and just put your hands on it, get a feel for the quality. And if you by chance happen to stump the dealer with questions, always feel free to call us here at Entegra Coach. Ask for a regional sales manager, let them know what state or province you're from, and also that you're interested in the Vision XL, and they'll connect you with a regional sales manager who's able to answer all your questions. If by chance you happen to stump them, which I've been stumped numerous times, but thankfully I've got a great team around me. The regional sales managers have a great team around them. They will say, let me call engineering or let me call production and find that answer out, and I will call you right back. So again, thanks for taking time out of your day for watching this video, and hopefully you get out and buy yourself an Entegra Coach Vision XL, maybe even the 36C, and get camping in it right away.